Welcome back to another episode of what we're talking about on Wednesday, Opinionated Reality Check Edition. So this week I decided to talk about Big Brother Canada because, well, I have, as usual, many opinions. This past week, Chelsea was HOH, and upon Chelsea's HOH, she decided to nominate. No, not Chelsea. Chelsea was the nominee. She was nominated for eviction along with, who was it? Her homegirl, Kira. And, who was the HOH? Dane. My boy Dane. And Chelsea went home on a double eviction night. The second person to go home upon Adam winning HOH was Eddie. And when Eddie was evicted, he promptly decided to apologize to Canada for being boring. Well, yeah, he kind of was. But it's definitely hard to mesh with random people when you're put into a house like Big Brother. But what I want to talk about this week is not only Chelsea's demise, which I think is fully her fault. I also want to talk about Samantha's HOH. So after the double eviction, there was a game to be played. It was between my boy Dane and Samantha, Adam's bosom buddy. And she beat him to the punch. And she was the HOH. And upon being HOH, she decided that she wanted to declare that she was going to make big moves this week. She recognized, or she acknowledged to Adam that she's aware that there is a guys alliance and she understands, but she needs to take care of that or address that with her nominations. And she was originally speaking about, not be trusting Dane, not trusting Anthony, not trusting Mark, and wanting to sort of stop targeting the women and target a male for the first time in the beginning of the damn game. And nomination night rolled around and she backtracked. She kind of pussyfooted around it and nominated Kiki and Mark. Great. Now, we all know about the blood veto and how this week they recorded the blood veto became a thing to really talk about and worry about. The day came where they were prompted to converse with each other and decide who was worthy of winning the blood veto. Now, here's where my issue lies with this house yet again. You know you're about to be put up on the block. You haven't been nominated yet, and you're given an opportunity to fight for your life. Even if you figured it would end in failure, you should still fight. You think you would still fight, right? Not Kiki. Kiki decided, I know I'm going up on the block. I don't mind fighting for the veto, so I'm bowing out. What? I'm sorry. And then the house proceeds to let Kira talk over everybody and explain why she's the best choice. And I cannot understand how a house full of people who basically act like they don't like this girl roll over and finally push that button for her to get the blood veto. Now she has a power. I don't understand how these people between Stefania, Mark, Anthony, nobody spoke up. Nobody fought for their chance to get the blood veto. They just all rolled over and said, fine, Kira, you can get it. And then after they gave it to her, decided to sit down at the dinner table and proceed to complain about the fact that she got it and that they would wish anybody else in the house had it. But you guys decided to give it to her, though. And then Adam went upstairs to Samantha and said, what were they thinking? If that was me, I would have stood out there all day trying to plead my case. I would have never agreed to it. And he's on the winning side. So if he can see the way you should be playing it, how can this other side who's basically losing not see the way they should have taken that opportunity to play the game? They're sheep. They're all sheep. And they're all being herded around by one herder. And they're just sort of following the leader. Nobody in that house is ballsy enough to play their own game. And for Kiki and Estefania to assume that they have some sort of insider scoop on how the game is working and they're good, you've done nothing. You've done nothing in this game. And when it comes to properly winning competitions, you've done nothing. You're barely socializing with the house, getting intel. People kind of come to you and give you information every now and then. But more than so, you just worry about going home every week. And when you finally have the opportunity to have some freaking power, you just give it up. Kiki, are you serious? If it wasn't for your homegirl, it would have been like a clean sweep. At least she tried. You did not even try. I'm talking about, I'm not going home this week. You keep getting lucky. But right now, I don't feel like you deserve it. I don't feel like you deserve to be playing. I don't feel like you even deserve the blood veto because you didn't even try for it. I hope she goes home. As much as Mark is sneaky, at least he would bring some form of entertainment to the game. To me, Kiki and Estefania are all talk, no action. And in a house full of people who are clearly divided, one side is playing the game, and the other side is not. And the people who want to play are just kind of being ignored. So the other side is running, they're mowing down the other people that they need to get over and get through to get to the end. And if one of those pretty boys or whatever Kira win, they'll deserve it because you guys are not putting up any sort of fight. This season is supposed to be rejuvenation of Big Brother Canada, and y'all are putting me to sleep. Even Eddie acknowledged how boring he was, but he's not the only one. You've got Canada's favorite player, Damien, doing damn near nothing. He's boring too. I have high hopes for Corey, and at least I know she can win competitions, but nobody wants to link up with her because she came in a few days late. That was an opportunity for some of y'all. As usual, you're not seeing the big pictures. Y'all sent home Mama K. Mama K was willing to play the game. Even Mackie, who was seemingly disinterested in the whole game, was some form of difference to the boring, plain, can see it coming a mile away gameplay that's happening. I am bored, Big Brother Canada players. I'm bored. And you guys are playing the most stupid game I think I've ever seen. The past seasons were way more exciting. You guys keep talking about the best moves and the best alliances and the best gameplay. No. Y'all don't have that. Y'all barely have a cast that's entertaining to watch. I haven't even watched the feeds because you guys are so damn boring. If Kira wins this whole game, I'll blame y'all. If Adam or Sam wins this whole game, I hope you guys blame yourselves. Even Chelsea, as much as I couldn't stand her, was trying to play the damn game. You guys are boring. And, yeah. At this point, I hope one of those people wins because they're the only one seemingly trying. Anyway, I'm done. I'm irritated. You guys are frustrating me. This has been another episode of What We're Talking About on Wednesday, Opinionated Reality Check Edition. I will see you next week. Hopefully the game gets more exciting between now and then. Bye.